everybody. My name is Troy Wingard, and I'm with Brambleton Library's Teen Services. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever tried to take a selfie of yourself only to get frustrated because you felt your images didn't look like the amazing selfies that you may see online? Well, in today's program, we're going to show you how you can take better selfies by utilizing portraiture techniques used by professional photographers. You're going to learn about important tips in photo composition and backgrounds, lighting, and even how to pose yourself so that your next selfie is absolutely fabulous. Now, to demonstrate all of these tips and tricks, I'd like to introduce my colleague, Emily Valdez. Emily is an assistant here at Brambleton Library, but she's also worked for several years as a professional photographer. She has a ton of experience with shooting and editing photographs, so I really think you're going to learn a lot from her.
Thanks, Troy. Hi, everyone. Some quick and easy ways to drastically improve your selfie is to consider your composition and background. As you pull your phone out to take a photo, check what's behind you. Clean up the background if possible. You want your audience focused on you, not the distracting object in the background. Next, you want to think about your composition. Will this be a square photo or a rectangular photo? Will you be using portrait or landscape setting? You should also think about whether you want a close-up photo where you take up most of the frame, or a photo that shows you and what's around you. If you're shooting a square photo, centering yourself in the frame is best, because it creates a more balanced photo. If you're shooting a rectangular photo, be sure to face into the frame rather than out of it. The viewer's eye follows the eye of the subject, and you want your image to draw the viewer's eye into the frame. Also, when shooting rectangular photographs, consider placing yourself slightly off-center to create a more dramatic image. Remember, if you're taking a close-up photo, your camera uses a wide-angle lens, so your face may look a little distorted if the camera is too close to you. You should also try to bend your arm at a 90-degree angle. This will help limit the distortion. Light is probably the most important thing in photography. Good lighting can make or break an image. It can hide a multitude of flaws and highlight your best features. Ideally, you want soft light or indirect light when taking a selfie, and there are some really easy ways to achieve this. If you're taking a selfie outside, overcast days are the best time because the clouds diffuse or soften the light. Aim for golden hour. This is generally considered the hour before sunsets and the hour after sunrise when the sun casts a lovely golden glow. If you're taking your selfies on a bright sunny day, avoid high noon. This is when the sun is harsh, creating heavy shadows under the eyes, nose, and chin. In this situation, try to duck into the shade of a tree or a doorway to avoid harsh light. If you're inside, look for a big window, and when you take the selfie, make sure you face the window. If you're in any low light setting and you have a friend with you, you can also experiment with using the flashlight on your friend's phone as lighting. Having a source of light that you can manipulate opens a world of lighting possibilities. Okay, we've talked about composition and lighting. Now, it's time to focus on the subject of the photo, you. You can have a beautiful background, gorgeous lighting, but if you aren't comfortable in front of the camera, it will show. One thing you can do is practice posing in the mirror. Here are some other posing tips you can try. Smile with your eyes. Try smiling naturally. Don't force a smile or smile so big that it contort your face. Relax and have fun. Goose neck. Extend your neck and lean your head forward slightly. This accentuates your neck and jawline. It will feel pretty awkward at first, so be sure to practice it a bit so you can get comfortable with it before taking a photo. Play around with angles. Don't just stare straight into the camera. Try tilting your head slightly. Just remember to keep your chin down and your camera up. And lastly, take lots of photos. And we mean a lot. Not every photo will be great, but the more you play around with selfies and experiment with different poses, the more likely you are to find a pose that works for you.
Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us as we share with you some tips and tricks for taking better selfies. Also, be sure to stop by the Teen Center at your local branch of Loudoun County Public Library and share with us some of your photos. We'd love to see them. And also, remember, don't overthink your selfies. Just relax, have fun with it, and take tons of photos. We'll see you next time.